When, so it wasn't only a couple hours before you severed his head? Did you fall asleep at any point in time? Or?
They took him out! They took him out! Woo! But at the same time, I woke up like, fuck, that's bad. I didn't know what to do, because like, he was like, ah, like, fuck, I didn't know. You know what I mean? Because like, I don't know.
You liked it?
I liked it. I'm like, fuck, like, it was, like, I didn't know what to do, but like, oh shit, I liked it.
This is the story of Taylor Shaw Business, a woman whose twisted desires would lead to one of the most grotesque murders in Wisconsin's recent history. On the outside, Taylor seemed like any other young woman with a life ahead of her, but beneath the surface, she was hiding something far more sinister. Taylor had grown up in a world of chaos. A troubled childhood filled with instability set the stage for a dark path ahead. She struggled with her identity, her relationships, and her place in the world. But in the small city of Green Bay, Wisconsin, no one knew the true extent of the darkness lurking within her. On the surface, she appeared to be like any other 24-year-old woman, getting by, blending in, even holding down a job. But when it came to her relationships, Taylor was a master of deception. Her most recent relationship was with a man named Shad Therian, a man who, like Taylor, had a turbulent past. He was described as a bit of a loner, someone who found comfort in the online world. But when he met Taylor, everything seemed to change. To him, she was different. She was bold, open, and seemingly confident. And to him, that confidence was captivating. But he had no idea what kind of storm was brewing beneath her surface. Taylor's obsession with Shad grew as their relationship deepened, though it wasn't built on love. It was built on something darker, more primal. What began as a strange relationship would quickly spiral into something unimaginable. On the night of February 23rd, 2022, Taylor was left alone with Shad. What happened that night would send shockwaves through the community. When law enforcement arrived at Shad's home, they found a scene filled with blood, and Shad was dead. His body had been severely damaged in a way that defied logic, and what had started as a night between two people quickly escalated into a violent outburst.
Officer Russell with the Green Bay Police Department. Just make sure you ain't got nothing on you here. With Taylor.
Contact with Taylor.
Taylor, you have one more for you. You have one more for your wrist. Just put your hands behind your back quick.
Anybody else in your apartment?
You got blood on your hands here too. No, on your hands. Okay, yeah, we're gonna have to.
What apartment is it?
What apartment are you in?
Do you have it? Adam 3 come up? He's got some there, get up here.
On the double.
Which apartment?
One is what they came back to.
Right here.
Good.
Come here.
Come here. Yeah, go. Guys, hurry and get here now.
Start at the window right to your right.
Watch this window right here. Watch this window right here. Gun.
This back.
Go in here. Go in here. Come to the back of the apartment. That's where we are. You, come over here. Two more will be fine. If 84 is here.
Hands up!
You have contact with the mail.
Hands up! Walk out towards me.
Have a seat.
Have a seat. All the traffic. Out towards me. Get out of the garage.
Who else is in the apartment? Be straight up. Tomes?
Hands up.
Who else? Just Tomes? Is he armed?
Look out.
Nobody's armed?
Nobody's armed.
You sure?
I'm sure.
Green Bay Police! If anybody's in here, announce yourself now!
Again. We are going to hell. That's up. I'm pissed. I
could have went. Holes.
When law enforcement arrived at the scene, they were greeted with a horror they would never forget. The apartment was filled with blood, and the story Taylor would tell them made no sense. She claimed to have been high, that things had gotten out of hand, but the details she provided didn't add up. Taylor later admitted to what she had done, but her story felt disjointed, as if she was still trying to make sense of it herself. Her calm demeanor in the face of such violence was unsettling. She spoke of things spiraling out of control, but nothing about the situation added up. Taylor Shaw Business had crossed a line, and now the truth was coming to light, revealing a side of her that no one had ever imagined.
Well, a few hours ago, police were dispatched to an address on Stony Brook, the parents' house, Shad area. Do you know Shad? I know how do you know Shad?
He's my ex.
Your ex-boyfriend?
Yeah.
Well, they found a kind of disturbing stuff at the house there.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of blood. Basically Shad's head. Yeah, it's pretty fucked up. And then, so we know you were there at one point
Yeah.
with Shad.
Yeah.
But we also know you left. Now that van, is that your van?
No, that's my neighbor's.
Your neighbor's van.
Oh, the guy I was staying at?
Okay. So this, where did you go? Which place where did the police get you? Was that on Eastman? Is that correct?
Yeah.
Is that where you live?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm staying there right
Okay. Is that your apartment?
now. No,
No. Whose apartment is it?
that man.
And who is that man?
Got phones.
Scott?
Phones.
Okay. So, that's his van?
Yes.
Okay. And so, did you leave from Shad's house and go to Scott's house sometime today?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, they found part of Shad at his house, his mom's house. Found his head. Where's the rest of his body?
It's there. It's at his house.
It is in the house.
It's at his house.
Okay. Can you tell me what happened?
It's a good question because I blacked out during that time. But, I need time to, think.
No problem. Take your time, have some water. Do you think the body is still there?
Let's see why not. Unless it's just up and move, which it could, you know.
Where do you think mine would be?
I was right there by the bed.
Lying back in there?
Yeah, I was cuddling it by the bed.
You were what?
I was cuddling it by the bed.
You were cuddling the body with it by there? Oh, okay.
Was it just you and Shad down in the basement?
Yeah.
Was anybody else down there at any point in time? When do you think you went to Shad's house?
Shit. I was it like 2 days ago.
Okay. Did you stay there the whole time?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You start to remember now what happened with Shad? A little bit, what do you remember so far?
Shit. Oh, I don't know, there's this chain thing, right? And then, yeah, like I was playing around with it.
Okay.
And like we were smoking the bitch, right?
Okay.
And then, I'm terrible at explaining things, so, let's see here. And then here comes the chain, right? And then he put it around his neck. Well, we were like playing around and shit, and then I don't know, I was putting it on him, and then I don't know.
You say you're smoking a bitch. What would that be?
Ice.
Ice? Have you taken any other drugs tonight?
No, this is still from 2 days ago. I know my eyes are fucking crazy.
Were you smoking ice?
Yeah.
And how? On a pipe or someplace else?
The one that's on the counter, or on the table. I left the baggie there.
Did?
I did.
Where?
Green baggie, and there should be right on.
Well, where exactly? Eastman or Story?
At Shad's.
At Shad. And you say, where was this place? Where would it be? In the basement or on the first floor or second floor?
Basement.
The basement. And it was ice in a, and it was basically a bingo bag, a little small plastic bag.
Crushed up.
Crushed up. And just you and Jack.
Yeah.
And so there was a chain. You know what kind of chain?
It's the one that's on the same place as where the bitch and
Where would that be again? Please.
I think it's on a dresser.
On a dresser?
Is it on a dresser? I don't know.
I don't know either. I haven't been there. I mean, as best as you can remember. So you think that there could be a chain and the ice on a dresser down in the basement?
It's just weird. I got like a weird flashback from it.
Oh, what happened?
Yeah, it's short. It was real short.
What did you see?
It's just I don't even know anymore. Like it was weird. I was riding him like a donkey, okay, and then like I think so. I think that's what was happening. I was pulling and then I don't know.
Were you two being intimate, having sex?
It was getting there.
It was getting there. Okay. So will this be considered foreplay?
Yeah, it was. And then I don't know. And then I just didn't stop. I don't know why. I didn't stop.
You guys done something like this in the past?
Not like that.
Do you use manual strangulation during sex at all?
No.
Is Shad like that?
A manual strangulation? Yes.
He likes strangulation?
I don't know.
You know what I'm talking
Yes,
about?
he does. Yeah.
And you do too, or just him?
Both of us.
So when's the last time you guys had sex besides potentially this morning?
Mainly me, but like we didn't even get it. Like, I'm sorry, but we didn't even get it.
Okay, so you didn't. Alright, but when's the last time you did?
I mean, I played with him after. I have no idea, like August.
And what would you guys like to do? Is there a certain role playing that you did with Chad? Or was it just some sort of strangulation? How would you guys basically have sex?
Just like I just wanna you just come and we go at it.
But does anybody like strangle the other person?
I like doing that alone.
Alright, so you like being strangled, like having your airway, or do you like doing it to somebody else?
I like doing it to somebody else.
Does Shad like to be strangled during sex?
I think so.
Have you done it before?
Yeah, he does. He likes it.
Have you used what we call props in the past?
Yes.
What?
Well, like dildo?
bat or rope or chain or underwear or anything?
Yeah. I shoved a dildo in his ass and mouth.
In the past or just recently?
When he was there, when he was on the bed. Yeah.
So obviously you said you smoked some ice. Do you take any prescription medications?
No.
You have any mental health issues we should be aware of?
I don't know yet. I think
Have you been diagnosed with anything officially? Because I know that she had some mental health issues. It's according to his mother. Since high school?
Yeah.
Where do you guys go to school together?
Basically.
Before? Okay. Did you graduate the same class or?
Yes. He didn't graduate.
You graduated. Right. So then you guys were boyfriend, girlfriend at one point? For how long?
2 years.
2 years?
2 years.
2 years?
2 years.
And this is right after high school or
No, during high school.
during high school? And what year did you graduate?
16.
2016?
Yeah.
So you and Chad date after high school?
We seen each other.
Okay.
We definitely seen each other.
Seeing each other? And were you officially a couple, so to speak, or was it just, did you still have sex with him?
I did it once.
Just once?
Yeah.
Back in high school? So when did you start seeing him again? Recently?
He's my buddy. He's my homie. So like, you know.
So you've always been friends?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how did you get over to Shad's?
The minivan.
The minivan? When do you think he went there? You remember?
2 days ago.
2 days ago? Okay. Did you stay there all the time, or did you ever pick him up and go someplace, or then come back? Or
Stayed there.
how did you get in? Was Shed there when you got there, or Shed let you in? Or did you just walk in on your own?
He was there. We went in, got some shit. We came back, and then that was better me. You know,
Ice.
and then ice, and then we came back.
Okay, so you showed up at his place. Then you and him left, and you went and got some time.
Yeah. So then we went and I picked him up, went and got some ice, and then after that we went to back to Scott's. We smoked.
Okay.
Yeah, and then I did his hair. But
You did Shed's hair
yeah, I did a little bit.
at Scott's?
Yeah, and then and then after that, I trimmed his face, you know,
Mm-hmm.
feeling good. We left, we went back to his mom's.
Okay.
I was looking for some crack. I never got no crack.
Right. Okay. So you went back there, it was just you and Shed that went back to his mom's? Or did Steve come?
Steve?
Or Scott?
Scott.
I'm gonna do that occasionally, and I apologize if I do get you sometimes.
Alright, yeah.
Did Scott did come with you?
Scott stayed at home the whole time at Eastman. That's his residence.
Alright, so you and Shed
He
went back
is
there.
not involved at all.
Okay. So you and Shed went back to Shad's mom's house. How'd you get in? Did you see, was anybody home?
The doors were locked. We went.
What time do you think this was?
That's a good question.
Was anybody home? Did you encounter anybody? I understand his mom lives there.
Tara?
Tara?
I don't know. Is that the mom's name?
Yes.
Damn, I had
And then,
I can't believe I left that door.
Where'd you do the body?
The body's there. Yeah. It's,
So we're gonna take the head somewhere?
I like that.
You liked it?
Why? It's often the question that haunts those who try to understand such senseless violence. From a psychological viewpoint, Taylor's actions likely stemmed from deep-rooted emotional issues, instability, unresolved trauma, and a distorted sense of self. Shad, despite being the only person close to her, became the target of her unprocessed pain. Let's continue to see the real cause of all this.
So it's gonna be maybe a foot or a leg in the van. And then,
Yeah.
what'd you do with the head?
I forgot that was in the van, so, yeah.
What'd you do with the head?
The head, I put it in that bucket, that black bucket,
Black bucket?
with the blanket on top.
Okay.
I should have put it.
And then where'd you leave it?
Leave the head? The head's still in the bucket. It's right by the stairs.
By the stairs? Okay. How did you dismember his body?
Nice.
With what?
Nice.
Knives? Just more than one knife? Where'd you get those from?
Kitchen. So I couldn't find mine and I wasn't sharp enough.
You weren't sharp?
No. It was alright. Bread knife works good.
Bread knife?
A bread knife works good, yeah.
Really?
I had you it was so like, yeah. I got lazy last night, so
Where would these knives be now?
they're in with all the organs and all the body parts.
And where was that?
In the black bag. It's in the black bag
In the basement?
it's in the basement. They're all in the basement. I never left the basement. I just went up the stairs.
To get the, so all the body parts and knives will be in a back bag. What kind of bag?
Black zipper bag next to a pink and black Under Armour backpack. That Shaq gave me. So I left it there.
Is it a big bag?
Me.
What kind of stuff would you normally put in this bag?
Put anything in the bag.
Well, I mean, is it a trash bag or is it a garbage bag or is it, you know what I mean? Kind of bag?
Backpack.
No, the bag that has the body parts.
Oh yeah, it's a backpack.
That's a backpack? Is it a big one?
Yeah, the other one's like a little duffel, black duffel.
Okay. So you, at one point, did you bring these bags with you? Or were they already there?
I was gonna, but I got lazy and.
Right, you're gonna bring them with you when you left. But were the bags there when you used them? Or did you bring them with you with Shad? Or did you just find them there?
They were there, and I found them there, and I emptied them out and put them in there, and I was gonna bring it, and I got paranoid, and I got lazy, and I never get paranoid, but this time was just like, I think it was the dope.
So, did you want Shad to be dead?
No, it was out of random. Like, I wasn't expecting that, and it kind of threw me off guard. And it was in an open place, you know, like, you went in the basement, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty open.
Well, I haven't done it, but is it?
Yeah, so like, it was weird. It was really weird. And you open the door to the outside, you go down the stairs, and it's right there. Like, you can see everything. Like, right as you go down the stairs. Yeah.
And so, where did you get the chain?
Oh, he pulled it out of his pocket.
You pulled it off.
He had two of them walking around.
Can you describe them to me?
Chain
Chain link?
link and silver.
Silver? Okay. And what size? Was it like a dog chain or a large lock type of chain? You
They're
know what
like
I'm saying?
this big. And, you know, and then I was always,
So silver chains.
yes.
And he had two. And what'd you guys do with them?
We put them around their necks.
You did. Okay. And then what were you doing while they were around their necks?
I was strangling them.
You were strangling them.
I was having fun with them, and then,
Was their clothes on or off?
he had his shorts on.
You had shorts on. How about you?
I don't know. I didn't really care. But,
Did he ever put the chain around you? Put the chain ever around your neck?
I put it on.
Do you have any marks or anything?
You didn't get the chance to strangle me.
Yeah, just you didn't get a chance to strangle you? Was that he was going to though? Or was that part of the?
Yeah, I thought that was the thing, and then like I don't know, I just went a little crazy.
Okay. So when did you realize that Shed was not alive anymore?
You know, his face turned purple. He was coughing up blood, and he was pissing.
He was pissing himself. His face was all purple.
I still didn't stop. I don't know what was going on. I don't know what was and then
So his blood was coming out of his
I kept
mouth
on
too?
feeling his heartbeat. Hearing his heartbeat.
I'm sorry?
Hearing his heartbeat start.
Okay. Did you hear it stop?
No. Maybe. No.
Okay.
No.
So
I'm gonna try to do it.
did you figure he was dead then?
Yeah.
And what did you do?
Play with him a little bit.
Did you try to call his mom or dad or anybody else in the house? Did you try to call an ambulance? Why not?
Happened before. So, yeah.
So do you want him? You want him to die or you did? I'm trying to understand.
I didn't want him to die actually.
But he did.
He's my buddy, but like it happened.
Happen again. But then did you feel a need to try to help him? Stop choking him or get an ambulance? You didn't feel a need to do that?
I don't know why. It happened so fast.
So then after you realized he was no longer, he was dead, his face was purple, he said his blood was going out of his mouth. What'd you do?
Clean him up a little bit.
Sure.
And then, I just played with him.
Well, you said play with him, what do you mean?
Played with his dick.
Okay.
Like I put him up over the bed, and then, stuff.
Taylor's actions suggest she might have exhibited traits of psychopathy. While drugs may have amplified her aggression and impaired judgment, they didn't create the violence. Psychopaths often lack empathy and show a chilling detachment from the consequences of their actions. Combined with her emotional instability and unresolved trauma, Taylor's behavior may have been a result of her inability to process emotions and a dangerous disregard for others.
So then you had sex with him?
Yes. And I had a dildo.
Okay.
And I played with him too.
What'd you do with the dildo?
And I just cuddled him and hugged him.
What'd you do with the dildo?
I put it in his mouth, put it in his ass.
Okay.
Put it back. Put it back.
Where was this back? Where'd you put it back?
It's like, and like, it's like on the wall next to the body. Right, and then
Is it in a bag or on a shelf
it's
or
in a wooden box.
wooden box? Okay.
It's in a
And what color was the dildo? You just. So
pink.
you had sex with him. You said dildo on. You said you cuddled for a while. Yeah, like. You cuddled him. Where were you, on the bed with him?
Yeah.
So you cuddled his body, and then what did you decide to do?
Oh, because like before, like I felt for his heartbeat, but then I still felt his heartbeat, right?
You did?
I did.
You felt it?
Yeah, so I kept on pulling more and more and more, and I was back in. It's almost like he wouldn't die. And then he was like rebuilding in the muscle, and I don't even know, it was crazy. And then, I don't know.
Before you had sex with him?
That's why I was
While you're having sex with him?
We never had sex, but when we were getting there, I was just choking.
I understand that. You said that she played with his penis
Yes.
after he was dead.
Oh, yeah.
Was it erect?
It was half. It was half.
Yeah. Did you,
Even
what did you do with
after,
his penis?
I cut it off.
Did you ever place it in your vagina or any of your body parts?
No, I just.
You didn't use it as a dildo or anything? Okay. So you're saying then you're like choking on the stuff, and was he struggling at all?
He has big neck muscles.
Okay.
So he was good.
Were you trying to fight you? Sometimes like, people have a flight or fight, you know what I mean? The reaction that something happens, so they try to grab up,
Yeah,
you know.
he did. And then,
He didn't, or
no, he did.
did you get hurt at all? I see, you know, you had that cut on your thumb. How do you think you got that?
Oh, that was dismemberment.
That was just not.
That was a lot. Yeah, I got lazy in that process right now. So.
Did you, use any other devices besides knives? Just, those scratches on your arms and stuff, were they from him?
Oh, no. I was,
How did you do that?
so this one, I did by myself.
Oh,
This one, I probably did by myself. This one, I probably did by myself.
so they weren't him trying to grab you or anything? Did he try to grab you at all with his hands? That. So the blood on your hands, would that be shattered blood?
Oh, probably, yeah. I'm telling you, I got super lazy tonight.
Okay.
I really don't know. I blame it being on drugs and the come down that I'm coming down off of.
How many times do you think you've done this
I
before?
never do drugs. Like, I barely do drugs. I do drugs, but then, like, once in, like, a few, like, weeks. Not even like that. Like, months go by, and then I'll do drugs.
I see. And where did you dismember this? In the basement, right?
Because I was looking for Donna, yeah.
You do anything particular with the head or the body? What did you do with the blood? What happened to all the blood?
It's still in there, still in the tote. I mean, with the pill.
The pill.
There's a shower in the basement. You go in the next side over, and I just dumped it out into the drain. There's probably still blood there.
Where did you dump it? The bucket?
Yeah. Well, I drained his head Well, like, after I covered his blood, I put it in the bucket, but then there's still blood in this bucket because it's coming out of my head. Should have took the brains out, but I didn't do that. And then
So you cleaned his head in the shower and then dumped the bucket?
I should have cleaned his head in the shower. I should have polished it up, but, yeah.
Okay.
I like that.
And what do you use to smell that head even?
The knives.
The knives.
Yeah.
What are they? Well, you said one was a butter knife. What kind of knives were they then? Big knives or knives? Butcher knives?
They were the kitchen knives. Everybody just.
Butcher block?
There was two like little knives there. And then they were like probably 4 inches. And then the other ones they were probably like 6-inch knives.
And where were they in
One
the
was a
kitchen?
steak knife. One was a bread.
At the point of interrogation, the detective was left stunned. Each new detail Taylor revealed seemed more baffling than the last, as if every answer only raised more questions. At times, they could only shake their heads in disbelief, struggling to comprehend how someone could be so detached, so calmly recounting something so horrific.
It says it on the bottle.
So you took some pills from where? You said on a
From
table?
the counter.
On a counter? And it said trazodone on the label?
Yep.
And was it Scott's pills? Was Scott's name on there too?
Yeah.
And you crushed them up, and then what did you do with them?
I put it in the syringe. I pulled it back, and then I shot him.
Okay. And you said you took a shot too?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
Where did you get the injection? Where did you inject them at?
I got it from a friend.
No, but I mean, when you shot,
Where did I shoot him up?
yeah,
Shit, probably in the arm.
in the army then?
Yeah. There.
You said you got the hypo from a friend? Yeah. Have you used drugs, they call it intravenously, some needles before?
Yeah.
Alright, so were you guys in a bedroom, in a living room, or someplace else where, bedroom? Okay. And then what do you guys do?
And then, we just took off because we just headed over to his mom's house. We got cozy on the bed. We drove into the driveway, right? Opened the door. We went down the stairs. We chilled on the bed, and right after we chilled on the bed, he put the collar on.
So you and Shad left Scott's van. Did Scott know you were leaving?
I said, hey, I don't even know, actually. I don't know.
Do you remember what time that was, or was it day? Dark out, light out? Night? You know what I mean? What time of day was it, you think?
Like 12 maybe, I'm just gonna guess. I really have no idea. I don't know the clocks, I don't have the phone.
Was it dark out?
Yeah.
Okay. So you went to Shad's parents' house, Shad's mom's house.
Mm-hmm.
Did you meet anybody as you were arriving?
No. He didn't.
Alright, and then you went into the basement.
Yep. Opened the door and then into the basement, down the stairs, and then onto the bed where you put on the collar.
Was it right away you started doing that?
I don't know. This is what I remember.
How long do you think you were in the basement?
Until I left. I really don't know.
Was it during the day at all?
I really don't know.
Did you sleep at all?
I mean, I was playing with him all night, so.
Because you're playing with him all night?
Yeah.
What all during the day?
He kind of went into the day. I still was playing with him. But like, Are you talking about the choking session? 'Cause,
Well, from the time you got to Shad's mom's, how long do you think you were there before you left?
like, until he like died, or like
No, until you actually left.
until
I
I
went
left?
back east. Yeah. So by the time you first got there to the time you actually left,
I don't know. I don't do times. Like, I really don't do it.
was it overnight?
Yeah.
So I'm asking because it was the time it's the boyfriend Steve.
Did you at some point the boyfriend have to let you
Shut
into
up.
the house?
Who don't unlock the door
Did he unlock the door
and open
and opened it for you guys?
it? Yeah.
Okay, so when you guys got there after shooting up the first time and
Yeah.
coming back from Eastman, he did open the door for you guys.
Yeah.
Okay.
So then, from then till the time you left, how long do you think it was? A whole day? An hour? You know what I mean?
It was shit. I don't even know. Like, he
So you got there and Chad's mom's boyfriend let you in.
Mhm.
And you went to the basement. Did you start getting together right away, or did you sleep for a while, or what do you think you remember he did?
We went there. 5 minutes in, I was already choking him.
Alright, so it happened pretty quick.
Yeah.
You talk about you were playing with him.
Oh yeah, I was playing with his dick and with his corpse.
Was it light out at some point? Was the sun up?
When I looked out the little window, I seen it.
You could see light.
I could see the light.
So you were playing with him when it was light out.
Yep.
Alright, so particularly within, you said within 5 minutes of it getting there, you guys started, he pulled off the chains, I guess you were saying,
Mm-hmm.
and he put it around his neck.
Yeah,
Did you put one around, you never put one around yours, or did you put one
I
around?
did.
You
I
did.
did. It was tiny. I finally got it around and I put it on my neck and I took it off. After he was gone.
So, you started choking him, and when you were choking him, what did he do? What were you guys doing, I guess, is to try to explain it as best as you can.
He was coughing up the blood right, and I was just waiting for him to die, and then like I was looking at his little face.
Well, did he expect to have sex with you?
Because I felt like it was fucked up. I'm like, damn, I'm already this far, so then I just like, yeah.
I understand, but why would he put the chain around his neck?
Because he's a kinky mother, yeah.
So was he expecting to have sex with you then? Kinky sex? Kinky sex?
I would assume so.
But you said that he just started choking. How long did it take for him to die?
Like, 3 to 5 minutes, maybe. But, I don't know. I have no idea.
You said that when you were choking, when you started coughing up blood,
Oh, yeah. I was like, damn.
and you just decided that.
I like to see what happens.
So you just
I'm
kept
curious.
going out and okay.
I just
You
go
wanna see
murder.
what happened when he died?
I just watched it, yeah.
Okay.
Well, this one was different. This one was common.
Blood.
So when he put the chain around his neck, he thought that you guys were going to have kinky sex. Right? You think that's what Chad was thinking, maybe?
Yeah.
What were you thinking?
I was going to do the same thing. You know, I was going in, and I did. And I went in. But then he was like, choke me. But he didn't really say it, so I'm like, he put it on his neck. I already know I'm going to choke him. And I did. So,
Alright, so before that, was there any foreplay?
we launched onto the bed. We went from the stairs to the bed. And then, yeah.
Were clothes on or off?
Yeah, now the
But before the chain went around his neck, were you and Chad like kissing or any foreplay or anything?
no, we were chilling at home.
You just chilling. So all of a sudden, the chain went around his neck. How come? I'm just trying to get it.
He likes it.
Alright.
And I was gonna walk him like a dog.
And he wanted that?
I have no idea. What am I gonna do it anyway?
Okay. And you're claiming it was his idea? With the chain?
Obviously not. No, it was his idea. It was all him.
Alright, so you're on the bed. The chain goes around his neck and you start choking him. And you just realize that he was gonna die or what?
I'm just like, shit. I think I went a little too far because I was blacking out while I was doing it, right? And then fuck. And then I look at him, I'm like, shit, he's already purple. I'm like, fuck, I'm like, I don't know if he's fucking, is he good? But then when I woke up, during the blackout moment, I'm like, shit. He was coughing up blood. I'm like, I don't know, I just kept on going. Bad. Sorry.
You made the comment, you said that when you were choking, you was coughing up blood, you kind of were like, I'm going this far, I'm just going to keep going. Did you realize that by continuing that may kill him?
Yeah, because I felt bad because I'm like, damn, he's going to be wheezing after this. I'm like, might as well just kill him.
Okay. So you realized that by continuing that you may actually kill him then?
I swear to God, he was telling me, he's just do it. So I'm like, wow. And I did it.
Okay.
I swear to God, I'm like, I accidentally fucked up and then I fucked. And yeah, that's exactly what happened. All of them.
And you also said that you enjoyed it, right? And I enjoyed it.
Oh yeah.
Alright. Yeah. What'd you enjoy about that?
Just.
Was it kind of thrilling, a rush, exciting? What was the feeling that you got out of it?
That's all it is.
Okay. I'm just trying to understand what you were feeling. You're saying that you had joy. Did it make you happy? Was it just kind of exciting? Like opening Christmas presents?
I don't know. This is the thing that I have. I've always had. You ever love something so much that you kill it? It happens to me. That's the feeling that I have. I love something so much that I kill it. I love it so much and then I kill it.
What's even more chilling is that Taylor knew exactly what was happening. She knew that if she kept pushing, Shad would die. And yet, she didn't stop. There was no hesitation, no moment of remorse, just an unsettling calm as she carried on with her actions, fully aware of the consequences. Taylor later claimed she loved something so much that it caused her to do the crazy thing. But what she meant by that was as chilling as it was baffling. To her, it wasn't an act of violence. It was the result of a twisted attachment, an obsessive need that overpowered any sense of morality.
Well, he dies, he's dead. And then he just kept playing with his body. Okay. And when did you decide to, how long did you play with his body? Is that when you thought it was booked outside and it might have been light out too?
No, it's still dark.
Still dark?
Yeah. It's gotta be two, 3 hours.
Is that also when you used the dildo?
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you have sex with his body at all? At any point, or any type of sexual contact? Obviously the dildo and stuff, but.
I grinded on him, I put the dick in his ass.
You grinded on?
Yeah, I listened.
Did you ever put his penis in your vagina? Okay, you just grinded on him?
Did you see before that you performed a roll on him?
Yeah.
Okay, and that was after he was dead?
Yeah. And then you gotta have to do it half hard while I was still sucking while he was dead. Yeah.
Okay.
And was that part of playing with him, or
That is part of playing with him.
I was part of it.
did you?
Actually, I was just, I was severing his head while I was doing that too with him.
You were stopping.
Yeah.
So it wasn't only a couple hours before you severed his head? Did you fall asleep at any point in time, or? So how long do you think you were in that basement? Because you didn't leave until like 3 or 4 this morning, right? But what about during the day? What did you do during the day?
I don't know, like I was kind of like dozing off, like nodding out.
He was dead already? Was his head still on?
No, I took that off. That was the first thing I took off.
Okay.
I wanted the head.
What about the rest of his body?
I didn't even take it. And then the rest of his body, it's my God, I fucking know. I don't even know what it is. It's in a big blue container, you know? And
Just
it's big.
a container?
It's like a big Tupperware. It's not Tupperware, but it's a Tupperware container. Like a
big storage tank?
yeah, one of those. And then,
So that's where the body parts are in? Or I thought they were in a black bag.
they're scattered around.
Okay, so both probably. But when did you start, cutting up his body?
Wow, like almost right away. I was sucking and cutting at the same time.
Okay. Then what about the rest of his body parts? Did that take all day? Did you?
I was getting pissed off at the dismemberment process, actually.
Did it take a while?
It took a while.
Yeah, because I was nodding out. So
I guess you're kind of sleeping, kind of nodding in and out. Have you taken any other drugs?
I should have took drugs. I probably would have helped, but I didn't. And I just sat there. Yeah.
Do you remember it being daylight at all?
Yeah, when I looked at the window and I seen the daylight.
And was his body together still then?
My
Or?
body was never together. It's just like, I had fun with him for that 2 hours and then boom.
So, but it took a while to cut the rest of the body up? Okay.
All messed up too.
So, I'm just trying to, so I understand your rules. So you said were you cutting and then you got a knot off, kind of wake up and start cutting again?
Yeah.
So it took you a little while to cut the body apart. There were times where you went on that or whatever. It wasn't, you didn't work nonstop to dismember his body, right?
I mean, I probably did. Well, in my sleep, I do things in my
You
sleep.
do things in your sleep.
But yeah, that's probably it right there.
Did anybody ever come downstairs at all?
Tara came down. She came downstairs and then with the kitty cat, and then she set the kitty cat down. Flipped over the kitty cat, and then the kitty cat was walking around. And I threw the kitty cat, and then yeah.
Did you talk to her?
I'm like, hey Tara. I don't know, it was just weird. Cause like it was an open space, like there was no closed door, and I'm like, it was weird.
She saw anything?
I have no idea. I don't even have to ask her. It's pictures.
So you think she came down at one point and dropped the kitty cat off downstairs in the basement? Nice.
How long was she in the basement? Just shortly to drop the cat, or?
Yeah, she just came down there, dropped the cat off, used the kitty litter,
Okay.
the box, and then she went right back upstairs. Yeah, and then
Alright, so then throughout this process, you would cut off a body part with one of the knives. And you would put it in the bag or the tote or something like that?
Yeah, I was still tweaking out, so like, I'm gonna get on it, and then I'm like, wow, it's gonna go. So I grabbed another one, and then I was cutting it, and it was gonna go. And I was tweaking, so like, I'm like, oh shoot. I haven't done that. I didn't mean for all this to happen, and I'm like, I fucked up, I know I fucked up, and I'm like, shit. Yeah, I'm sorry. That's what happened.
Well, you know, it's feelings, got a mom and a sister and a dad and family, and more of being sorry, you know. You killed them.
I gotta tell the sister sorry. Didn't mean for that to happen.
You didn't mean to kill them?
I
But you didn't try to help them?
No, I didn't. No. It works both ways. Like, I have no idea. Like,
You was gonna
gotta
die.
be starting to change.
Right, you was gonna die, so.
I mean, I didn't, but at the same time, I woke up like, fuck, that's bad. I didn't know what to do, cause like, he was gonna be like, ah, like, fuck, I don't know. You know what I mean? Cause like, I don't know.
You liked it?
I liked it. I'm like, fuck, like, it was, like, I didn't know what to do, but like, oh, shit, I liked it, so.
Well, you knew that you didn't want to call the police or ambulance or anything, so.
Actually, I thought about it. And then, I was getting angry at myself. Very angry at myself. Because I didn't have a practice.
Yeah.
Sucks not having it.
The details of the crime were nothing short of outrageous. Taylor's actions defied logic and morality, leaving even the most seasoned detectives in shock. What she did wasn't just an outburst of violence. It was a calculated, chilling act that seemed to come from a place of pure detachment. As the interrogation unfolded, the detective could hardly believe what they were hearing. How could someone commit such a horrific act with no remorse? No real cause, just a cold, twisted mindset? Just when it seemed like the interrogation couldn't get any more unsettling, a new detective walked in, armed with more questions. With a fresh perspective, they began probing deeper, trying to make sense of the twisted details.
Can you describe how you placed him before, because you said you cut his head off first, correct?
Yeah.
Can you describe where was he laying on the bed?
I pulled him,
Okay.
like, say this is the bed.
Okay, so this is the top of the bed?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I pulled him, and then his head was hanging off.
So he was probably laying face up. So
Yeah.
his back was on the bed.
Back was on
His
the bed.
head's partially off the bed.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then the tub was like right there.
Like the pail that you had the
Yeah.
head in before? Okay. So basically his head's here and the bucket's right here.
Yeah, and then from there, I started this.
You cut his head off.
Yeah.
Okay. After you cut his head off, I know you said you dumped the pail at one point into the shower.
In the shower, yeah.
Did you leave the body there for a while to drain into the pail, or what? How?
It's all in the tub, in the blue tub. You found the blue tub, right?
I don't know if they're slowly going through the scene, so there's a lot of his blood. Did you pull the tub under there then?
Oh no, I moved the tub like real fast.
Oh, so you cut the head and then pulled the tub under there.
No, when I was dismembering the body, there was, I mean, I'm going like this with a knife, so there's blood fucking going everywhere, sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, and then,
But initially when you cut his head off, there was a pail underneath, correct? Okay, so the head went into the pail,
Yeah.
the blood went into the pail. Did the blood bucket fill all the way up with blood?
no,
No? Okay.
No.
Then, did you move them again when you started with the pail? Because you're talking about that blue Tupperware thing.
so I think there's a black pail, and then there's a blue Tupperware thing, right? And then his head was hanging off, and then I cut the head off, and then I moved it over, and I brought it back, and then I put it in the pail.
Okay, so initially the head went into the blue Tupperware thing, kind of?
Yeah. Yeah. There's a lot of blood in that one right now.
In the blue top or
Yeah.
at any point did you, like, before you, because you said you removed the head first, did you start removing limbs right away, or did you kind of wait a little while? And...
That's the weird thing, like, cause when it started happening, like, I started, like, nodding out.
Okay.
And I was going crazy on the limbs, like, even while I was sleeping, and it looked messed up, and I didn't like it.
Okay. But you believe the blue tub, that big tub, like, probably, I'm thinking it's the way you're describing it's one of these, like, Tupperware tubs about, like, this size, kind of that 2 cubic foot one, and that's where most of the blood is, along with a bunch of his organs.
The organs are everywhere, too.
His organs are everywhere.
Yeah.
Did you, like, hide organs in the house?
Oh, they're in plastic bags. They're in plastic bags.
In the tub?
In backpacks.
In the back?
In the backpacks, and then in the...
Did you remove all organs, like his intestines and everything, or?
Yeah.
Where are the intestines? Do you remember?
They're gonna be in a plastic bag.
They're all in plastic bags
They're gonna be in a
too.
plastic
So that
bag.
blue tub is almost just all blood, is what you, I thought you were saying.
It should be like only like this much.
Alright. Okay, we're just trying to clarify a couple of things. I'm just trying to make sense of stuff here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Alright, I appreciate it. Thank you.
Alright. Thank you.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm good. How about yourself?
Alright. Can we talk a few minutes again?
Yeah.
So, out at the house right now, there's, you know what a medical examiner is? They're the ones that kind of like take care of people that died and see how they died. And so, you know, they have a bunch of questions for us that we really can't answer. And the biggest questions that they have is exactly how did you dismember Shad?
Nice.
Did you know, cut arms, or I mean, or was it just internal organs, or?
So you started on the head, right?
Yeah, and then I don't know where I'm from there. I just want to.
Did you cut it, or did you remove his arms? Okay, can you show me where you would cut on the arms?
Right there.
Right at the elbows? Was this part of the arm left on?
You gotta go in that blue bed.
Okay, look.
Yeah.
But you know that you cut off at the elbows?
Yeah.
Okay, you cut both arms off at the elbows?
I would hope so. Because like I was saying that dismemberment process I did was like really messed up because like I was nodding out. And then I was like sawing it off.
Did his
Did
legs,
you use just a knife?
Just the knife, so like, yeah.
did you remove any part of his, did you just remember his legs at all? What was you done the legs?
I think there's one leg that's actually intact.
Okay.
And then maybe. Where is it? I have no idea.
And where was his body located when you did this dismembering? Was it in one spot, or?
Yeah. It was all in the same spot.
And where's that again?
Blue tub.
So the body was in the blue tub as you were cutting it up? Okay, then did you empty the tub at points, or, you know what I mean?
Was there a bed down there, or just a mattress, or?
There was a mattress that was laid down. There should be blood on the sheets. Like a lot of blood. But I tried to get it out. But I can't fucking think right now. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
I'm fucking nuts.
Yeah, you know, because, like I said, just, yeah, and they'll probably figure it out eventually, but, they just got some questions about, like, where the blood might have went, or most of it went. I mean, you said a
That was
bucket, or, yeah, that was drained, or like that. But when you took off his head, was he lying on a mattress? Or was he someplace else?
I had his head hanging off.
The mattress?
And then I was sawing it off.
But was a bucket underneath his head?
Yeah.
So it was high enough
I don't know, it just dropped in there.
What's that?
It just dropped in there after I got the bone.
But it was high enough that it could stand up underneath the body, you know what I mean? So let's say the body visited the bed, the bucket was able to fit underneath there. The bed was high enough for the bucket to fit there? Or would it have to be on its side or something, the bucket?
No, the bucket was just fine where it's at, on the edge of the bed.
On the floor or on the bed itself?
On the floor.
Okay.
So there's a box spring and then there's a mattress.
Okay. You know, what do you think should happen if somebody does something like this to somebody else?
I don't know, they obviously get prison time, I don't know. Whole lot, like, I don't know, this was out of random.
Think it was the right thing to do?
No, I did it anyway.
Yeah, and I just want to clarify, when he had the chain around his neck, were you behind him
Yeah.
and kind of put just one end or two ends or the chain or in just one, but you hold it out of, you know what I mean, because if you wrap a chain around someone's head and you just hold one end of the chain, the other end is going to go loose.
No, so if you've seen, there was a ring, and there's two rings, and then like you can pull the chain from under the ring and then pull it back.
Alright, so then a loop at the end of the chain that could go around kind of like a dog choke collar.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, do you think it was a dog choke collar?
Could have been. Very much so.
Was it that size?
It was that size. For a large dog.
Alright. And so then you would have been, was he laying on the bed? Or kneeling? Or something else?
He would have been on his stomach.
Something like that?
Yeah.
Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah.
Choker chain? Okay. And there were two of those, correct? You said there was two of them, one for, that was on him, yours was a little smaller?
Yeah.
Does this guy look familiar to you at all?
Mr. Gannon?
That AJ?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the one.
So he was lying face down on the bed? Or was he just on his hands and knees?
He was lying face down on the bed.
Okay, you were on top of him. On his back?
Yeah, I was on his back.
Okay. Alright. Pulling the chain back. Okay. Alright. Hopefully that. Hope then, you know.
Did you guys find all the parts here?
Still going through the process of looking. So, did you remove any other? You said you had the heart and the liver, all but the lungs. Did you remove all that from the chest cavity? Or did you leave them in there? Or?
It could be in there.
Do you remember? Or?
They're all in plastic bags.
Separate bags or one big bag?
They're all in separate bags, like Walmart bags.
Oh.
They're fine.
Alright.
They're fine.
Long should you go? Okay. Are you doing alright? You need anything or hungry or anything? Or?
More anything.
What?
Just one thing.
Well, you're right. I mean, you know, you need any food or he got water, obviously. So
But with every new question, Taylor's responses only made things worse. Her calm demeanor remained, and the more she spoke, the more absurd and out of touch with reality her answers became. Taylor's violence wasn't reserved only for those she claimed to love. It extended to anyone who crossed her path, even those who were there to protect her. In a shocking turn, she attacked both of her lawyers, the very people assigned to defend her. This unpredictable aggression, whether directed at loved ones or her legal team, further revealed her disturbing lack of empathy and control. It wasn't just a crime of passion. It was a deep-seated rage that could erupt at anyone, regardless of their role or intent.
May 15 for the trial.
Stop it.
And Judge, it sounds like just one witness. We're asking for sequestration, but that may be a moot point.
All right.
It is one witness, Your Honor.
This was a case of someone not only under the influence of drugs, but also displaying the traits of a psychopath, a person who lacked empathy and was capable of unimaginable violence without remorse. Despite the circumstances, the law had to hold her accountable for her actions. Taylor was sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole for the murder and dismemberment of Shad Therian.